I say it's time for a change.
Hey, a big change is coming, so pay attention so you don't miss it. Hey everybody, I'm Saul Colt, the host of the Licensed Print Money Show, powered by Spreadshop. Goal of the show, for as long as they let me do it, is to show creative people how to make money from their creative life. I hope you've subscribed yet, because every Tuesday and Friday, I bring you, from my own head, a whole bunch of ways to, generate income from your creative life. Everything from growing audiences, the nuances of each platform, launching a podcast, and of course, we can't run this show without talking about the secret to selling merch. So speaking of merch, the show is sponsored by Spreadshop. I've had a Spreadshop for over a decade. I love it. I love them. I wear Spreadshop shirts 3 to 4 days a week. In my opinion, it's the very, very best free online solution for selling all kinds of merch like clothing, bags, and all sorts of things. As my personal testimonial now, I'm going to dive into the content, and we'll get back to Spreadshop a little later in the video. So, if you've been watching this show, you know I have been sometimes repetitive on the fact that you have to pay attention to your analytics.
Ruth, where's that girl with the numbers?
The answers to a lot of your questions on how to improve your feed will be in there. And I bring this up today because I've been looking at our numbers, and guess what? They're going in the wrong way. So it got me to thinking, how do I kickstart the YouTube algorithm to get us back on the right track? And if I'm going to do it for myself, I should also share with you all, what I've come up with so you can make it work for yourself too. So let's jump in. What is the YouTube algorithm?
It's a simple algorithm even you can understand,
you ask. For those of you who don't, you're not technical or for whatever reason, the YouTube algorithm, it's like the mystical digital wizard behind the curtain.
We are the men behind the curtain.
Determining what videos pop up in your feed, and if your videos show up on other people's feeds, and, when, I don't know if you've ever thought about this, but, all of a sudden you're craving pizza and you want to watch a comedy set from your favorite comedian, and magically you start seeing more pizza videos or comedy sets pop up in your feed. That's the YouTube algorithm in a nutshell.
Oh, I'm in a nutshell.
The algorithm basically keeps an eye on every little thing you do, what you like, what makes you click, how long you're watching certain things, what keeps you glued to your screen. Are there things that you watch for a second and bounce? They're watching everything because it's all giving them more of a idea of what you enjoy. Just like a friend who knows you well and recommends awesome new things to watch, the algorithm is trying to do the exact same thing. So in a very non-technical way of saying things, it's like your personal video recommendation agent. It's always striving to predict your tastes and serve you the most delicious content. It's all about making your YouTube experience as enjoyable and personalized as that pizza we were talking about a little while ago.
But pizza. Now, pizza I have enormous respect for.
So, now that you know all about the algorithm, how do we crack it? So, first things first, the number one thing you need to do is really get into a viewer's watch history. If you're a new creator, think of your channel like a car, and the YouTube algorithm is like premium gasoline. Your videos are ready to be seen, but sadly, I don't know about them, and they can't reach the viewers by themselves. Something has to propel them across YouTube. In my, lazy scenario, it's going to be the energy you're looking for. The gasoline you need comes from the YouTube recommendation system, which I've already said is the gasoline in case it's getting confusing. But like any car, you have to ignite the gas to start the engine. On YouTube, the kind of momentum occurs when you receive some initial views on a new video. So as you enter a viewer's watch history, YouTube can begin to understand who your videos are for and make better recommendations. The vice president of engineering at YouTube says this, flat out. His quote was, "The most important thing is trying to figure out which viewers would be interested in these videos. And that's something that's especially hard for new videos because we just don't have as much information about them." So this is why I say over and over and over, don't be shy about promoting your videos, even if you have no audience to speak of. Share them in relevant online communities.
Dr. Bronston saw this on Reddit.
Get those initial views and train the algorithm on who your channel is for. Another way to get YouTube to recommend your videos is by describing them accurately. Think so carefully about the titles and descriptions that you write for your YouTube videos. It may seem like a small detail, but it helps the algorithm understand your videos and suggest them to the right viewers. In fact, the head of discovery at YouTube says, if a channel has no viewers, the algorithm relies on video titles and descriptions. So don't panic if your content has got low views. The algorithm can use and analyze metadata to place your video on a YouTube search page. That leads to more clicks. That leads more data for the algorithm to process, more data for you to process, and eventually more recommendations for your channel. Just to remember to use popular yet low competition keywords so you have a better chance for standing out. You gotta increase your watch time as well. That's the second biggest thing. Increasing your watch time on YouTube is the number one way to get your videos recommended after all the stuff we've already talked about. This ranking and recommendation signal tells the algorithm what viewers like to watch, and most of the time YouTube uses watch time to make personalized suggestions for its viewers. Simply put, for those, in the back row, you want viewers watching your videos for as long as possible. We've covered ways to increase watch time already in another video, but in case you missed it, here are the top 5. Make a cool and descriptive title and title graphics. Create a great hook. Use quick cuts to fasten the pace. Add visual breaks. And the other thing is, don't announce the end of the show, just leave. That's something I don't do. I love telling you when it's over. Okay, back to the show. Having high watch times and low drop-off rate signals to YouTube that your content is engaging, valuable, and worth recommending. But more than that, always deliver on the promise or expectation that your title and thumbnail created. Aim for viewer satisfaction. An engaged viewer is a happy viewer, and the algorithm knows this. So to get your video recommendation on YouTube, you need lots of engagement from your audience. After all, YouTube is looking at likes, dislikes, share rates, and survey responses when deciding which videos to suggest. It never hurts to ask viewers to like and share your videos with a sincere call to action. If you've got a large company, ask everyone in your company to like them. But beyond that, how do you make satisfying content that people naturally engage with? It's all about emotion and storytelling. You want people to view your content as life-changing. It's sensational. It's inspiring. And other feel-good descriptors, That way they'll feel moved to give you a like or share your video. And you can start mastering the art of YouTube storytelling right there. Making viewers laugh, think, and cry, we've already talked about, is the way to create suggested video on YouTube. And finally, I know I'm breaking the rule announcing the end, but in some ways, this is the end of this show as you kind of know it, because
What do you mean?
I am switching things up with the format to kickstart the algorithm. So instead of making videos with overlapping content, we're going to shift and start interviewing amazing creators who are monetizing their creative lives. You're going to get all the tips and tricks, but you also get to see advice away from theory and into practice. So watch for these coming soon. And while you're waiting for the new format, let's talk about Spreadshop. I love Spreadshop. What is Spreadshop? Well, by now I hope you know. But in case you don't, if you don't know by now, I'm not doing my job. But in case you don't, Spreadshop is the ultimate solution for creating and selling custom merchandise online. Spreadshop offers an extensive range of high-quality products, including t-shirts, hoodies, hats, bags. List goes on and on and on. Simply upload your designs and Spreadshop takes care of all the heavy lifting. No need to worry about production, inventory, or fulfillment. And it's absolutely free. Visit www.spreadshop.com today and tell them Saul sent you. And as always, if you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, give it 2 thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe for more tips to fuel your creative success.
It's over, Johnny. It's over!
Nothing is over! Nothing! You just don't turn it off!